Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another BYOP video. I'm really excited because for the month of October, which is for November, we are doing a jewel tone palette. So if you want to see the palette, the swatches, all the shades, and then a look, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So if you're new to the BYOP series, this was started by myself and my friend Kelly over at Keep Beauty Real as a way for us to use our eyeshadow singles. And we've had some friends join us along the way, such as Kendra Morgan Official and Lock Maiden. So all the collaborators for this month's BYOP will be linked in the description box. So go ahead and check out their videos after you finish this one. And before I get into this month's palette, I just want to share that this is an open collab. So if you are a content creator on YouTube or Instagram, or you just love playing with your eyeshadow singles and want to make an effort to make sure that you're using them, please join us in the BYOP series, tag Kelly and I, and we would love to repost your palettes. I love seeing build your own palettes, and there's so many that I see that I'm like, I would buy this palette for sure. So without further ado, let's get into my jewel tone palette. So I turned the exposure down a little bit so we can see the true colors. My lights are really bright. This is my jewel tone palette, and for this BYOP series collab, we always choose 10 shades, which can be really tough, but I am pretty happy with this palette. Let's go ahead and get into the swatches. The first shade is the shade Snack, and I'm going out of order a bit, but when I thought about a jewel tone palette, this was the first shade, surprisingly, that I wanted in my palette. Now the shade Snack is by Looxi Beauty, and one of the things that I love about this brand is that their mattes are very, very vibrant. And when I thought of jewel tones and a jewel tone matte, I knew it would be one of my Looxi Beauty shades. Looxi Beauty is also super affordable. I don't think any of their shadows are over $3.50. Most of the time, I know I've paid like $2.50 for these shades, and they are excellent quality. So that's why I chose Snack as the base for this palette. And here's the swatch of Snack. So the second shade that I chose was this shade Oculus, and this is by Clionadh Cosmetics. It's one of their stained glass shadows. I think this shade is so beautiful. It's not one that I reach for often. What made me think about this is that I thought it would really complement Snack very well, but I was also thinking about this because Charlotte Tilbury came out with these little pop shots eyeshadows, and one of them is called Cosmic Eyes, and it made me want to swatch this. I don't have Cosmic Eyes, and I didn't get that one because one, it's kind of like a blue purple, which I know I have in this shade and others, but I just wasn't sure if I was going to wear the shade a lot, and I love the quality of my Clionadh and Devinah shade, so the $34 for that was going to be too much. So let's see what Oculus looks like. I think it's going to be beautiful next to the Snack shade. Here's what that shade looks like on the finger. Look just how smooth this shade is. So pretty. And here is what Oculus looks like. I don't know. I haven't seen any reviews on the Cosmic Eyes Charlotte Tilbury, but I don't know if it will hold a candle to this shade. It is just so pretty. The next two shades are shades that two of my friends have created with Pretties for your face, and one is Keep Beauty Real, and she created a shade with Pretties for your face called Lovesband, like husband but Lovesband. And here is what this shade looks like. It's a really beautiful green, and here's what Lovesband looks like on the finger. And here it is swatched. So far this is really giving me some mermaid vibes. Really pretty. So the next shade that I chose is a shade that my friend Jami created with Pretties for Your Face, and the name of the shade is Trinbago, which is named after Trinidad and Tobago, which is where she's from. And here's what it looks like. And here's what we have so far. Next, I chose another matte shade from Looxi Beauty, and this is the shade Boss. And I thought this would be another beautiful, vibrant matte that will go with the shades in this palette. Next, I wanted to have kind of a brown type shade. And I know like amber isn't a jewel, but I was thinking like, you know, like the amber, like that the mosquito was in on Jurassic Park. I don't know what you call that. But this shade kind of gave me that vibe a little bit. This is the shade Firewood, and this is by Clionadh Cosmetics. And this is kind of like a gold brown. And here's Firewood. I don't know if that really looks like amber. I don't know what it looks like, but I really like this shade. So here's what we have. The next shade I chose is a matte orange shade, and this is the shade Clementine. This is by Copecetic Cosmetics. And here's what it looks like. Next, I wanted to make sure I had a green, and the shade that I chose for that is Exosphere, and this is by Devinah Cosmetics. This is one of the Aurora Flares. And here's what it looks like. And look how pretty this is. And here's the swatch. The next shade I chose is another one from Pretties for Your Face, and this is the shade Titan. I think Titan is beautiful. That's going to be a beautiful lid shade or inner corner highlight. And I really love the sparkly reflex in this shade. And last but not least, shade number 10 is the Cosmos by Terra Moons. Terra Moons and I might have a Black Friday date. And there's the Cosmos, and here are swatches of all 10 shades for my jewel tone palette. And let me know what you think about these. All right, you guys, let me know what you think about this color story. This is the first time I've swatched all the shades out, and I think it is a really beautiful color story. So we're gonna go ahead and get into 2 looks, one on each eye, and then we'll wrap up the video. All right, you guys, so I'm back and ready for the looks. Let me tell you what I have on my face. I'm wearing the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. I'm wearing my Dior Skin Correct Concealer with my Chantecaille powder. For bronzer, I'm wearing the Rare Beauty Happy Soul Bronzing Stick. My blush is by Melt Cosmetics. It is the cream blush in the shade Polished. And my lipstick is Nude Style by Dior. It's a velvet matte, and that's what I've got on. And for eyeshadow primer, I'm using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. So let's go ahead and get into 2 looks. Put these up here, there. All right, the first shade I'm gonna go into is the shade Clementine, and I'm gonna use Clementine on a What's Up Beauty R104 brush. I'm just taking this back and forth in the transition area. All right, so this is what we have so far with the Clementine shade. I really like this shade because it's one of those shades you have to build up a bit, but I really like how soft it looks. Next, I'm gonna go into Firewood, and I have a BH Cosmetics tapered blending brush. And even though this is a shimmer, I think it's gonna look pretty in the crease. And that's actually really, really pigmented. I'm gonna try to diffuse this out a little bit. And I might have to go back into Clementine. Dipping back into Clementine just to see if we can soften this up a little bit on the edges. All right, next I'm gonna go into Exosphere by Devinah, and I'm gonna just take that on my finger. And I think that looks really pretty. I wanna see if we can take Trinbago on the lower lash line. I have the other side of the BH brush, which is angled. I'm really just trying to tap that in. And then for the inner corner, we're gonna go into the shade Titan. or Titan. This one's got kind of a flakier texture that I should probably spray. I'm just gonna be careful and tap it here. It's a pretty sparkle. All right, there is the first look. Let me know what you think. I'll finish with the mascara and the liner at the end. And now we're gonna go right into look number 2. So for look number 2, I wanna start with Oculus, the Clionadh shade. And I want to try, not so much a one and done, but I want to try to use it and have it like more concentrated on the lid area and see if I can diffuse it out a little bit. We'll see how this does as a transition shade and a lid shade. I'm going to take this Linda Hallberg 304 brush. And this is so pretty. Like, look at that. All right, that's really pretty. I'm gonna go now into the shade Snack, which was, I have to use that because that was like my inspo for the palette. And I wanna put more of that on the outer corner. Don't really have like a great shade to blend this out. So we'll see how this goes. I'm grabbing just a plain brush. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. I left the front portion of the lid open because I want to use the shade Lovesband, which is Kelly's shade. I'm taking that on a BK Beauty A505 brush, so it's just a flat shader. And this is a really pretty shade to blend in with this Clionadh stained glass. Go into Boss. This is almost like the matte version of Trinbago. And the only color that I didn't use yet is the Cosmos from Terra Moons. That's gonna be my inner corner. We linked. Ooh. The shade is so pretty. It's such a fiery shade, and I don't know if y'all can even see it. Here's the second look. And here's the first look. And I used all 10 shades. All right, I'm gonna put on my mascara and my liner, and I'll be back to wrap up the video. All right, you guys, I'm back with the finished look. So to finish off the eyes, I use a ColourPop metallic green liner, and it's called a Glow. And that's what it looks like. And my mascara is the Benefit They're Real mascara. So that's it. Let me know what you think about these looks. If I had to choose a favorite, I don't know, this would be a close one, but I would probably go with this one. I really love the orange and then that burnt shade with this green. I just think that looks so pretty, and then the red underneath the lower lash line. But I actually really like this look too, even though it's like blue. I don't know, I love this one. It's like the blue purple. They look so nice blended together with the red underneath. So I like both of them, and I still don't think you can see like the fiery pink that's in this Cosmo shade, but it is really pretty. And I use all 10 shades, so I'm really excited about that. So let me tell you about next month. Next month, we are doing a Winter Wonderland palette. I have no idea what I want to do for the Winter Wonderland palette, but we do like to share what we're going to do for the following month in case anyone wants to create a palette along with us. We usually upload these videos on the 4th Thursday of the month, but for November, that's gonna be Thanksgiving. So that will probably be uploaded on a different day, but I will keep y'all posted on that. Make sure you go check out the other collaborators in this BYOP series, and their videos are going to be listed in the description box. I cannot wait to see what they come up with. I'm always really excited, and it's funny because sometimes we overlap shades, which is always really cool because we don't talk about what we're doing, and that's the beauty of it all. I love to see other people's perspectives and what they think, because makeup just allows us to be so creative, and I just love that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one. I hope this was therapy for you, because it always is for me. Until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself, talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.